The holiday season is in full swing, and if this year you want to ditch that dry, boring, and bland dressing, I have just the recipe for you. Today I'm going to show you my infamous cornbread and sausage dressing. Meet me in the kitchen, let's make it happen. All right, people, we're getting the party started with a nice batch of cornbread for our cornbread and sausage stuffing. Today we're using Jiffy, keeping it real simple. Again, we're going to throw this in the stuffing. It's getting mixed with a ton of other ingredients. So while we're going to make a delicious cornbread, we're not going all out. So box Jiffy gets the job done. If you're an overachiever and want to make it from scratch, do your thing. But for me, 2 boxes of Jiffy. We're going in with 2 beaten eggs, a ½ cup of milk, a little bit of sugar, a pinch of salt, some honey. I'm going to get that in the oven. I'm going to bake it a little bit longer than I normally would because I want it to be a little bit drier than normal because we're going to add it to the stuffing. Now, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about stuffing or dressing. Here in Virginia, we call everything stuffing, even if it's dressing. So feel free to argue about that in the comments. But one of the things that I've learned, or amongst friends of mine, or even eating at other people's houses, is all stuff is not created equal. A lot of times it's the least desirable thing on the Thanksgiving table, and people only eat it around the holidays. But if you try this recipe, I assure you that it might transform into the star of the show. People will be at Thanksgiving asking who made the stuffing. You can say it was you. And then you're going to have to make stuffing every year. So be careful with that. A little sugar, a little honey, pinch of salt. Going in the oven at 400 degrees until it is nice and crispy on the outside. All right, guys, the beauty of this is the prep is fairly simple, especially for like Thanksgiving, the holiday season. You want to get all of your prep done and out of the way. You're going to dice a ton of onions, a ton of celery, have it all prepped, measured, and ready. Large quart containers or, whatever you got, like a Tupperware or something like that. Get it prepped, have it ready for whatever recipe you're making. Today we need onion, celery, and a little parsley. It's going to give a nice dice to the onions and the celery. Dice up that parsley as well. That's really all the veggies we need for this particular recipe. Cornbread's already in the oven. All right, guys, next up we have the herbs, the kind you cook with, not the kind that cook you. We have rosemary, thyme, and sage. Sage is a very unique herb because you can, cleanse your house of the evil spirits, or you can throw it in stuffing. Today we're choosing to throw it in stuffing. We're gonna go ahead and dice up this rosemary and thyme as well. All of that herbaceous flavor is going to enhance the flavor profile of this stuffing tremendously. Ovens up to temperature. All of those flavors are going to enhance the flavor profile of this stuffing tremendously, pairing beautifully with a little hint of sweetness from the cornbread, the savoriness from the sausage, all the herbs. Going to be delicious, I promise. Now remember, guys, I told you that this is going to be super delicious. I did not say it's going to add any years to your life. That being said, we're adding 2 pounds of pork sausage to 1 stick of butter. Is it really the holidays if it doesn't have a stick of butter in the recipe? We're going to go ahead and press this down, making sure it's making good surface area contact with the skillet to develop a little bit of crust. Now when it comes to these holiday recipes, and any recipe really, I have everything you need at MrMakeItHappen.com. You can find all of my recipes on this channel, on Instagram, wherever you see my recipes, they're housed at MrMakeItHappen.com. Speaking of that, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any holiday content. I'll be posting pretty much everything you need to get through Thanksgiving and Christmas. We're gonna go ahead and give this sausage a mix. Make sure it's cooking evenly. Make sure you get some good crust on there. Then we're gonna start to add in our veggies, our herbs, and then finally we'll add in our bread products along with the stock. Mix everything together, and then that goes in the oven. Next up, my friends, we're going in with about 2 tablespoons of garlic. I'm gonna go in with just a tablespoon of Italian herb paste too, just to continue enhancing that herb flavor. That's a huge part of the stuffing flavor profile, in my opinion. You get the savory, you get a hint of sweet, you get the herbaceousness, you get the garlic. It's really one of the most well-rounded dishes I can think of. That bread soaks up all the flavor beautifully. Really can't go wrong. A couple modifications here, guys. If you don't want to use the eggs, you don't have to, but the eggs just enhance the consistency, give it like that casserole consistency. If you're not, worried about that too much, you can leave the eggs out. It'll be a little looser, but still good. We're gonna start to season this up with my all-purpose seasoning, a hefty dose of that. It's basically comprised of salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, things like that. And then one of my newer flavors, we got buttery garlic pepper. Got plenty of butter flavor in there, but we're gonna continue to enhance that a bit as well. And then chicken bouillon powder. Little MSG to really knock their socks off at the Thanksgiving table. And that's really all you need. My AP seasoning and buttery garlic pepper seasoning are both low sodium. The chicken bouillon powder is not low sodium. So pretty good balance there to have adequate seasoning. All right, guys, so I'm using some of this Pepperidge Farms cube stuffing along with the cornbread. We're doing a 50-50 blend, basically. I just like the way that turns out. I've been making this for a long time, like 10 years. This is my favorite way to do it. If you want to go all cornbread, you're more than welcome to. I think it comes out a little too sweet for me, and I just like this blend. So if you trust me, follow along. Going in with one of these Pepperidge Farms. And everybody's like, why don't you just use real breadcrumbs? If you read the ingredients on the back of here, that's what this is, with a little couple different added, you know, seasonings and things like that. But I mean, this is essentially dried bread that they cubed up. Save you a little bit of work. And then we're going in with this cornbread. Gonna break it up for the most part with my spoon or spatula. And then once you get your bread products in there, it's time to start adding in the stock. Cornbread looks absolutely beautiful. Doesn't get prettier than that. I'm gonna save me a little bit of that for my son because he don't play about that cornbread. So a little bit goes to Junior, the rest goes to the stuffing. 4 cups of stock in total. I like to add it in small quantities, so about a third or so of that at first. Give it a mix, allow the bread to start to absorb it, then add a little bit more. So another quick pro tip before throwing it in the oven is I like to create some ridges in the actual stuffing in the casserole dish. That's gonna create some high points where they can get nice and crispy. Those crispy bits really add texture that you need, because stuffing sometimes you can get it and it's super soft and mushy. So you have that beautiful crunch and texture that's really gonna take things to the next level. Real simple, just make like a little zigzag design or like a checkered board basically, and pop it in the oven and let that do its work. All right, people, there you have it. The best damn stuffing, dressing, whatever you want to call it, you've ever had in your life, just in time for the holiday season. If you want more recipes like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button and visit MrMakeItHappen.com for all of the recipes that you see on this channel. It's time to dig in for the taste test. Let's see what we got. Looks moist, crispy on top, which is very important for a good stuffing. Plenty of sausage, lots of herbs. Smells amazing. I'm telling you, gotta try this recipe. So good. It's good for like a week too. It's like one of those leftovers. Not all holiday leftovers are good, like 2 or 3 days later. This right here, money. Day 3, just as good. Y'all gotta try this. Might be the best holiday side. Y'all can argue about that in the comments if you want to, but this is good.
See what you can do? You can freeze this till next Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? I don't advise it, but you could. Yeah.